Fast, Squire. It is through the will of Weejoss that you have gained the sight to view what I have to show you. A story of bravery and valor, friendship and betrayal, determination and despair, awesome and adventurous. But why did the witch goddess bring you here? What purpose could she have to redirect your energies to me? Perhaps this will be a story of warning or a call to action. Not too long ago, when the storied city of Waterdeep, deep beneath the city's surface, was the ruins of the largest wizard's tower, and at the center of it, Alistair Blackcloak. 6 heroes were called forth to finally rid the city of the dark influence of Alistair and investigate the damage he had done to the weave. This is their saga. I bid thee greetings, barbarians and wizards, clerics and warlocks. I am Patrick, known on the beaks of birds and in other crystal balls as Patty Shakes, and I am the game master for this story. This is session 8 of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Waterdeep, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. This is an awesome adventure brought to you by Vorpal Tales. You can find Vorpal Tales on lots of places on the internet. Of course, we are on Twitch, right here, right now. Consider giving us a follow or subscribe. Check out Twitter, where we tweet daily at Vorpal Tales. A Facebook and Instagram, where you get great pictures of all our cast and news about everything we are doing and outside of the tabletop. A website, vorpaltales.com, where you get all the latest news about everything we are doing and see our up-to-date calendars. A Patreon, where if you feel so inclined, you can toss a coin to us in order to make more, better, and Vorpal-tailier content. Finally, a Discord, where you can come hang out with us awesome humans and discuss all kinds of topics, or just play video games with us. I would like to thank Wizards of the Coast for making an amazing module for us to live in for a while. Speaking of Wizards of the Coast, a new supplement, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, was just released, and I urge you to get it. Lots of cool things, like the Artificer class, new subclasses, feats, spells, tools for GMs. Also, Roll20 for being our virtual tabletop and platform for our players to roll their dice, house their character sheets, and see the monsters that look to strike them down. Additionally to N8 Mid for all the fantastic work he does. A shout out goes to Vinspect, a wonderful YouTube channel that has amazing music to set your adventure to. And thank you to Love Your Rebellion, a nonprofit group that empowers marginalized groups through the arts. Please be sure to check out their website, loveyourrebellion.org. And now, dear viewers, meet our intrepid adventurers and look to rid the world of the evil ways of Alistair Blackcloak. Please state your name, where people can find you on the internet, and who you will be playing tonight.
Oh, I'm first tonight. I always forget. Sorry. I am Dwayne. You guys can find me on the internet at Made of Kimchi, and tonight I will be playing Bard Extraordinaire Densik Rathanal.
Yes, rather extraordinary. Hey everybody, I'm Ever. My pronouns are they, them, and tonight I will be playing the newly druidized Nim, whose pronouns are they, them.
I'm Eldritch Echoes Online, and I will be playing Cal, the Arcane Everything.
Hi, I'm Pinky_88 on Twitter, and tonight I'll be playing Izzy, the Eldritch Night Fighter.
And I am Devin. You can find me online at Sword of Sullied, and tonight I am the Steely Man. Rogue.
Thank you, adventurers. Now, before we forget ourselves and escape for a little while into a realm of magic and fantasy, here in the world today, many people are struggling with very real matters and combating their own monsters. November is a month that brings awareness to many important things, including diabetes awareness, as it is one of the most common chronic conditions in the USA. Make sure to constantly monitor yourself in order to catch complications early. Epilepsy awareness, as 1 in 10 people will experience a seizure in their life. Be sure to learn what to do in such a situation, such as not restraining them, staying calm, and if necessary, calling 911. And National Native American Heritage, where we honor the rich culture of the first people of this land. The very important Black Lives Matter movement is also still going on. This is the most important period in time we are living in, and we ask that you educate yourself on topics you may be ignorant to, and work with your fellow humans to better the world. Remember, things are only impossible until they are not. Before you gaze further into the story of these adventures, allow our druid to remind you of what they have already conquered and overcome.
Indeed. So, scrolling. I was actually prepared this time. Our last adventure was in the year of 2020, on November the 20th. The ruckus that has happened so suddenly with our discovery by the others of the Thieves Guild awakens the listless beholder zombie. The leader of the thieves yells, "Get him!" The zombified beholder casts a paralytic ray over Shadow, and the fight begins. During the battle, Nim discovers their newfound ability to take beast shape, and Cal reveals his new dark healing abilities. A momentarily dead Izzy sees a throne with a glorious queen upon it. Then Cal joins Izzy to bring the offering of Nadia the Bent, head of the thugs in the battle. The Raven Queen makes a deal with Izzy in order to allow the halfling to be brought back to life, bringing the queen the secrets of Izzy's adopted brother, Shadow. Izzy agrees and is told she is stronger than Shadow in many ways. The fight is finally over, having brought down the Xanathar thugs and the zombie beholder. Cal goes to collect beholder parts, and the team welcomes Izzy back. The thugs that surrender to us offer their barracks and supplies to us, agreeing to work for Shadow and guard us while we rest. After a good rest, we journey to the south and come upon the stairs to the next level. The dungeon itself speaks to us in our minds and asks us to explore more, imploring that we aren't yet strong enough. After some questions and checking that this is indeed the dungeon spirit, we heed and travel on through the level. We enter a hall filled with glowing red crystals and an idol of a somewhat dark dwarf goddess, continuing to a set of double doors. Behind the double doors are kept 5 dragon skeletons. Shadow is disappointed to have found nothing useful, but Cal manages to find a secret compartment in the wall that contains a wand. Cal inspects it while we walk. Past the dragon skeletons, who did not come to life, is a very small room, a shrine inside, as well as some older equipment that is no longer useful. We head back into the south, Shadow unlocking a door that opens to 4 white marble pillars carved to face inwards towards each other. A small figure walks around the pillars, which looks like a small bronze box with wings, mechanical arms and feet. A quadron from the plane of Mechanus is guaranteed to be lawful neutral. It reveals to Cal that it is only a watcher and a guardian of the pillars, protecting the pillars so that no one breaks out the magic inside of them. We're told there's useful items for us in another room to our left, but guarding the room are 2 ravenous owlbears. Nim befriends, and the crew feeds them, and Nim learns their forms, and the owlbears direct Nim into a small sarcophagus room with a carving of a female elf holding a sword, dancing under a full moon. The carving is animated in a very clipped way, and Nim can tell it's a drow elf. Elistrae, a drow goddess, a goddess of the land, and she speaks to Nim. She wishes to bless Nim in the efforts of doing good and uniting 2 halves of a whole, the whole of all elfkind. The end.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. Yes, so Nim had gone forward into the next room to deal with the owlbears there, and had found a bit of a discovery not only about their innate powers, but also maybe what their purposes in this greater scheme of things, in being the wanton pawn of good gods. They were on their way back to report to the rest of you what they had seen, while the rest of you had kind of been waiting it out to see, if a peaceful resolution could be found to the ravenous owlbears. So yes, Nim, you'd be walking back through the door right now, and able to let them know, the rest of your friends, the success you had.
Oh my goodness, guys. You'll never guess what happened.
You found a lot of money?
What?
I spoke
Money is nice.
with the goddess of the drow. One of
Alarm-
them, I guess.
Alarm bells immediately go off in all of your heads as the goddess of the drow is loath, and you're thinking your poor friend Nim has just been corrupted into the evil.
Oh no.
So you're now
are you
following
okay?
the Spider Queen.
No, not that one.
Sound of
Another
sliding
one.
metal. We all look at each other.
No, another one, a different one. She's.
You're all very confused as you're not many people have heard of any other goddess of the drow.
Did I record it wrong?
No, I'm just messing with you because you came in and said, "Oh, hey guys, like I'm friends. I heard, I talked to the goddess of the drow," and immediately everyone's minds would in D&D world would immediately go, "Oh no, they talked to Loaf.
Oh
That
god.
is not good." And then when you say the other one, they're all going to give you puzzled looks because the name Alistrae is very rare. Not many people know of that goddess.
And Shadow slowly backing away.
No. Her name is Alistrae.
Huh?
She's more of like an earth goddess and stars, and she's
So
kind of like
she
a
wants to
flower
bury
child.
us?
And no, she
I
actually.
don't want to die again.
No. Just take. Okay, everyone breathe with me. Okay. No,
I don't
no,
want
listen,
to
no,
die
wait.
again.
No, it's fine. No, wait. Listen. Okay, so no, she has a sword and she dances under the full moon, and she wants to reunite all of Elfkind because we're all elves and we belong together, regardless of how we look or where we live.
Is it
But
safe to go
Shadow's
through the
not an
room?
elf?
Do we have to stab the bears?
No, you don't have to stab them. Please don't stab them. Oh, also, I learned how to turn into an owlbear.
Oh, that's useful.
I step into the room to see and look at the owl bears and
One is
See what they
sleeping. One is sleeping by this entryway that looks like it might have been previously hidden or slid away. You can kind of peer inside. You see the very ornate sarcophagus. One is sleeping by the entrance there. The other one's still gnawing, like on the thigh bone of a goblin.
I'm just gonna.
It looks at you as you come in. It just kind of, and then it goes back to the thigh bone.
I'm just gonna slowly walk and look at the sarcophagus myself.
As you approach that door, the one that you thought was sleeping actually opens its eye and like starts to rise up. It's like,
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
might- that's a sacred area.
and then as soon as you back away, it goes back down, kind of its laying position, and closes its eyes again.
I'm happy with it not attacking me. Yeah, it seems pretty safe.
Yeah, just
Would you like
don't
to
go
look
in the
around in this
sacred
room?
Yes, please.
Give me a perception check.
Alright. That is a 27.
Nice. So you go closer to the south wall, actually, having been scared off by the owlbears a little bit. You're like, oh, okay, let me give him some space. So you go to the opposite side of the room. And as you're looking around, you actually find what looks like to be a clay pot. There's a lot of like broken stonework in here, a lot of broken pottery. But this seems to have survived time and any other looting done by previous adventurers that have come down this far. And you look at it, it looks like the outside of the pot is actually painted with images of a barefooted elf underneath moonlight. This kind of resembles the description Nim was just giving you. And it seems to be leading a bunch of what looks to be small bushes, small some shrubbery. And it looks like they're sprouted what looks to be feet or legs or something, and they're walking and kind of following in her as she's like dancing along. It looks like they're following her.
Ah, yes, a shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
This is your fault, Patty. We're going to do the bit now. You're muted, Devin.
Bring me a shrubbery! I look at Nim and I'm like, Nim? Dancing shrubbery.
Oh, I was not blessed by the shrubbery. I was just blessed by the goddess. I can't tell you anything about the
I
shrubbery.
think it's pronounced shrubbery.
Not that I know of.
Is it safe to go this way?
Yeah. Did you say that it was in a pot or it was?
What you're holding and looking at is
Weird.
that was the imagery on the outside of the pot. The pot itself is just a clay pot.
Does anybody have any plant to put in it? Maybe it'll start dancing.
Well, that's an interesting idea.
Let me check my pockets.
I do not carry with me seeds.
I mean, I have these fruits and nuts for my rations pack. Nuts are like part plant, right?
Wait, are they actual fruit or is it dried fruit?
It'd be like dried fruit.
It's dried
If
fruit.
it's part of your dry rations, like your adventuring gear rations, it would be dried fruit.
Yeah, it wouldn't probably be able to bear any seeds.
Oh, wait. Nim could hydrate it, right? With water? Woo.
I mean, yeah, I think. Yeah.
Out of
maybe.
character, you should have plant growth as a ritual too.
Oh, I do? Oh, I don't have that.
Do you have the Druidcraft cantrip?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Druidcraft, you'd be able to produce like a handful of seeds if you wanted to.
And no,
Druidcraft
plant-
is like the nature version of prestidigitation. You can do basically an infinite number of like small things with it, and
Yeah.
definitely with Druidcraft you could like get the seeds or whatever necessary to grow whatever you wanted to, whether you wanted to make a fruit or a bush or a lemon tree or whatever seeds you wanted, you could definitely make appear in your hand with Druidcraft.
Okay, because
Oh.
when I read it, I was like, effects, okay. But you
Yeah,
saying
it just
that,
kind of gives you just like a couple examples, but
okay.
it's very much the like filler spell, kind of like prestidigitation and thaumaturgy are.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Where
then,
if you say you want to do something with it within reason, I'll probably say yes.
okay. That's good
also,
to know.
I don't put any rituals on your spell sheet because those are only spells to burn slots. Rituals you can just do if you have 10 minutes. They don't burn slots.
Man, this is the first the class I've ever played ever in the history of ever. And I'm still learning new things about it. It's cool. Yes, so I would like to use Druidcraft to
Cool. So you do this thing where like you make a Druidcraft sandwich. You like Druidcraft some soil, and you Druidcraft some seeds. What do you want them to be seeds of?
something useful that you'll allow.
Pretty much any plant you can think of, I'll allow.
A kumquat.
A Venus flytrap.
A blueberry
Sure.
bush.
Blueberry bush, not a problem. Take some blueberry seeds, put them in there. Druidcraft a little bit of water. Druidcraft more soil. Druidcraft more water. You've got a potted plant now. You wait a little bit. Nothing happens immediately, but you as a druid, you know how you're pretty sure you've got a green thumb. So, give it enough time, something will grow for sure.
Awesome. This should work. It will work. It'll work. Just you got to give it some time. So we've got a pet shrub for now, I guess.
Yeah. Who's
Well,
As
it's a pet.
long
It's a pet
as it
pot.
doesn't
for
start
now.
having a hankering for blood and starts demanding we feed it, I think we'll be fine.
It's
That's
a pet
ominous.
pot for now.
who's
Pet dirt.
gonna hold on to it?
I will.
All right, so I'm assuming you don't want to carry it. So you take a little time and you are able to strap it to your pack, so you can kind of wear your pack like your backpack, and it's secured enough that it's on your pack as well. It is an extra. It weighs about an extra 10 pounds though.
Oof.
So you're like, oh gosh. Okay, you now have
Second guessing my choice.
you have a pot full of soil and blueberry seeds.
Hopefully it does something.
Who
There
knew
is a
dirt was
door
so
to the west.
Densick appears to have found a door to the west. As always,
I mean, there's no door. It's just a hole.
Densick found the hole. Congratulations.
You look into this room. Excuse me. And you see 3 somewhat large stone tables that have all kind of been upturned one way or another. One's kind of broken in the middle and slanted in on itself. A bunch of ceramic shards on the ground that look to maybe belong to pots or urns. Excuse me. Yeah, and then that's really all there is of note. And if you step into the room, you notice that it continues to the south.
We have a way to the south. Shall we continue?
Well, let me check everything out first.
Oh, okay. I guess that's smart.
Sharask seems very interested in the pillars in the pillar room, so he's going to stay in there. Everyone else comes in here.
What should I name the plant? I'm taking notes.
Pot?
No, that's not something.
Dirt?
No, what?
Jim.
You're.
I like Steven.
Shadow, you check out the next hallway, and you see that it turns almost immediately again.
Mm-hmm.
I think Steven would be a good name.
Usual trap check, or just...
All right, give me a perception check.
Alright. And 12. I see nothing.
All good in the hood.
I'm gonna be quiet. Or
Give me a
not.
stealth roll.
That's a good question. If I'm gonna be quiet, I see nothing pretty quietly.
You are invisible to the naked eye.
And I'm making my way around that corner, and oh look, more hallway.
Oh, I'm assuming you guys are all following him.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. You see more hallway.
All right, more hallway. Keeping the 12 or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, we're keeping your rolls until like an event of some sort happens.
Okay.
Whoa! Everyone, slow your roll. Come on. Everyone, calm down.
I'm sorry.
All right. Shadow, when you step there, you hear a click.
Oh,
and you're like,
shit.
Oh no. And where is my? I want that color. That's a cool color. It's not actually a square. It's a large 10-foot diameter sphere made out of stone. And you get a brief look at it, and it looks like it's a bloodshot eyeball that has been painted on there. You also notice that this corridor had been slightly sloping upwards.
Shit.
And as it drops, it just starts moving forward. And you're like, shit. Everyone give me initiative rolls, because we're going to see if you can outrun a giant Indiana Jones-esque boulder.
Awesome.
Oh, I got it out one. Starting off the night right.
Ugh. I got a 2.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want everyone to die to a boulder.
Yeah, that's like a dumb way to die.
If I die again, this dungeon really hates me.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm happy to point out to everyone at home that no one rolled over a 10.
Hey, can you cutting words a boulder?
I could.
Scientifically speaking, rocks do have feelings.
I don't think it would help.
Can we pretend it helps?
1 second, I need to check something.
Wait, so does that mean that the rock has better dex than us?
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I thought you had bonuses galore to your initiative. Oh no, I'm thinking of another character.
Oh, here it is. This is what I need. Okay, good to know.
Oh god, I'm gonna die again.
I had to reload. Patty, stand by for mine.
Okay.
I could just yell at it and say its mother was.
Wait, I have a thing I could
around.
probably use. To push the rock back at least. Oh, I don't know if I can do that though. It's not a creature, it won't count. Damn. I tried. I don't like this.
Oh, okay. All right. Cal gets to go first. We're gonna see if he can bail out the team here. Cal, you notice that this boulder painted to look like a bloodshot eye has released from above as Shadow steps on a pressure plate he was not able to see. It starts moving forward. It has already got some speed from dropping, and it hits the slope, and you can tell that this gentle slope is only going to make it go faster.
Did you just say you're going to see if I could bail out the team?
Well, you're first, so
Bye, Cal.
it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to Misty Step and then move my full movement back over to here, please.
Okay.
I got nothing that'll stop the flying rock. Good luck, guys. That's not what I do.
Alrighty. Cal sees the boulder drop and is like, well, sucks for you guys. I'm out.
Sucks to suck. That's fair.
Shadow, give me a dexterity saving throw as the boulder is coming straight towards you, and it rolls right over you.
I rolled 20. Not a nat 20, but a 20 total.
Okay. Okay, so you're only going to take half this damage. That's good.
I would like to quarter that.
No, it is not evasion.
No. Uncanny dodge. Anything I can see, it can half the damage of.
It's not an attack. It has to be an attack, I believe.
It states it's any attack. Well, hold on, let me check.
When an attack you can see hits you with an attack. Yeah, sorry, this is not an attack. All right, let's roll some damage. There we go. My dice didn't fail me this time. Take half of 67 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus Christ.
Good thing, because I'd have been dead.
And all you can do is it rolls over you, and you're able to kind of get enough out of the way so it only rolls over like half your body. And it's just, you feel bones break, and it feels awful. And all you can do is just watch it go by you and see that your teammates might be in trouble. Shadow, it is your turn.
I do nothing. I can't do anything to stop a boulder.
Yeah, and it's it's moving away from you. Nim, you had just turned this corner, and just in time to see this giant boulder. You see it crush Shadow, and it is barreling straight for Densick and Izzy, and you.
Sorry.
That's about all you can do, too.
Is it really?
Yep.
Like, I can't even do a magics? I don't have time to do a magics?
You would need, like, Wall of Stone or telekinesis, something that could hold a massive amount of weight. You don't have any of that yet.
The guy who can dodge anything got crushed for a lot of damage, and your magic users ran away.
Can I turn in... How big is an owlbear?
Not big enough.
Dang.
Not big enough for a boulder that causes 70 damage.
What about Moonbeam?
No.
Tidal Wave?
No.
The
Hold
answer's
on, I'll come up
run.
with something.
You quickly assess the situation. You're like, this is one of those times where it feels like it's every man, woman, and everything else for themselves.
Oh, okay. I'll run. Or try to, anyway.
Okay, yep.
Oh, you moved me. Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't move you, no.
Oh.
Densick,
I did.
it is your
I was
turn.
saving time. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I take the 1/8 of a second to assess the situation, and then I run.
Okay.
I can get there with one movement, and then I'll dash.
No, you can get there with one movement.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get there.
Nope, not good enough. I keep going.
Okay, yeah, you can get there with full move and dash. Okay. Izzy.
I feel like doing something stupid.
I'm out of revivifies.
Yeah. Like, technically it's a creature attacking, but like I'd want to try to use Thunderwave to push the rock back.
That won't do it.
Exactly.
If third level spell won't do it, a first level spell won't do it.
Okay. If I all my movements takes me down here, like literally to the corner, but not
Double move.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
can move 60
Can I
feet on a double.
can I dash or like whatever causes for me to do a double move?
You'll be able to get there, yes.
Okay. Then I will do that. So I get out of the way.
Alright. Cal, your turn.
I'm good.
Alright. You see it roll all the way down, almost seems like it's building speed, and then it bashes into the wall and just keeps going. Shadow.
Keeps going through the wall. I can't see it from here.
Yeah, it turns the corner. You're just like, you don't see any of your friends on the ground in the hallway, which is good. But you're just like, really hope they can outrun that thing.
I'd check a potion and walk over here.
Okay. If it's a regular healing potion, it'll be 2d4 plus 2. And from right there, you don't really see anything too interesting. You notice that over here, there seems to be some stuff, but kind of hard to make out from that far. Nim, you were able to run pretty far, but you do hear the sound. You hear the boulder crash into the wall behind you, and you can hear it still rolling, so you know it's still coming.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going to the safest point, wherever that may be.
Well, you can go further into the room, or you can do what your friend Cal did and run back to the other room with the owlbears.
I'm gonna do what Cal did. Can I go that far, or?
5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30. You can get there on just your movement, and if you want to dash, you can get even further.
Yeah, I'll dash.
15. You can get like there.
Perfection. Thank you.
Densick. You hear it's still following.
Densick is going to come into this room and merely wrap around the corner.
Okay.
And that is all.
Izzy.
Izzy's gonna do the same,
You
but
look
go
over
in
your
the
back and
opposite
you're just
corner.
like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna move into the opposite corner and then crouch down because I'm tiny and hopefully like it'll miss me. Like, cause it's in a corner, like I'll just be squished like in a little corner. Hopefully it won't get me. Cause
Cow.
round object in corner, it won't work. Or at least it shouldn't.
Oh, nothing. It's not going to bounce through 2 doors.
All right.
And turn a corner.
You hear it crash into this wall again. It still slows down more, and this area right here is flat. So as it rolls into this room, it bounces off the wall and it comes to rest like right here. That's when it stops moving. The eye, as it's the sphere spins, and the eye ends up landing, so it looks like it's looking right at you, Densick.
Creep.
And then it blinks.
It blinks like it actually blinks.
It actually blinks.
Oh, it's an eyeball.
That's creepy, and I leave the room.
Yeah, I'm going to go check on Shadow. Wherever the hell he went.
Okay.
Way up here.
Aww. It's a lovely eyeball. It's missing its...
What you got left for damage after you did your healing?
Oh, I still have 25 health left. I got slaughtered by a rock.
Okay, you can heal your 25.
Cool.
You got a poop.
Would you say you were stuck between a rock and a hard place?
As you get to about right here, you're able to see into the room better now.
It was a good joke. Good
The room is
job,
about 10 feet high, and you see 6 slanted stone tables in here, at like a 45-degree angle. Each of the tables has some rusty shackles and some leather straps on them, and then underneath the lower part of the table that'd be close to the ground, set into the floor are these shallow circular stone basins. And you just kind of look at these, you see that there's a dried crimson on most of these tables. This looks to be like a bloodletting chamber of some sort.
A room of not fine days.
I will check it for anything useful, but other than that, probably screw this place.
Perception check.
$27.
Definitely nothing of value here. You do see that there's a door that continues west, though.
Yeah, let's go there.
Or not a door, a hallway, sorry. Winds around with your well, you're saying 27. Nothing until you get into this room. And here you see that there is. It looks like someone dragged the lid of a sarcophagus in here from earlier on in the tomb, and they put it up on top of 2 kind of other misshapen blocks of stone to make like this makeshift desk. behind the desk is actually what looks to be a relatively nice chair with a high back. One of the armrests is missing. And then along the south wall, there seems to be kind of like someone manually carved in shelving almost into the wall, and it's crammed with a bunch of dusty books. And then on the east and west walls, same kind of makeshift shelving. There's a bunch of funerary urns, all covered in dust and cobwebs and all cobwebs as well. Thanks. So desk with a chair. This wall has a bunch of books, all dusty. None of them seem to have really been picked up or used recently. And then these walls have a bunch of dusty cobweb-connected urns.
Urns. Let's go with urns. Maybe people left valuables in urns.
All right. Give me an investigation check as you look through these urns, see if there's anything valuable, see if they're marked any specific way, things like that.
23.
23. Most of them have small cracks in them or chipped in some way, and they don't seem to have any markings of who these urns contain. But you kind of just like pick one up, and you just like you see that a lot of them are cracked, some of them are leaking the dust that are inside of them, and you just pick one up and you're just like you just dump it out, and you're just like whatever, and you hear a poof as like a bag hits the ground.
What's in the bag?
You open up the bag, it's more dust, but someone put a bag of dust in dust. You're pretty sure there's something to this.
I put my finger in the dust.
Okay.
I take it out. I lick it.
You lick it.
I lick it.
You lick it and you're like, And you just kind of look over at is anyone else in this room with him, by the way, or are you guys just alone?
Yeah, no one yet. That's why I'm trying to figure out on my own. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Okay. Then,
I presume we're waiting on him
dust.
to give us the all clear. Yeah.
I know. I'm looking at it.
It tastes like dust. It's pretty nasty.
I close it. I put it back in my pocket.
Do the whole like. Sure. You cinch it back up and put it in your pocket. You can mark down unknown dust pouch.
Unknown dust. All right. It's safe. Hey, Cal. There's some books. That's your alley.
I go in and examine these books.
Okay. You look at the books. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Now we'll see if the sheet will cooperate this time.
Come on, sheet.
Hey, it did.
15. Okay. There seems to be kind of just a wide range of subjects being touched on here. Elven history, Dwarven history, gemcraft, alchemy, study of monstrosities, weather. Doesn't really seem to be a rhyme or reason to these books, as well as the way they're shelved. But you kind of pull one off, and it just kind of catches your eye. It's like, the 10 most common fiends an adventurer will come across. You're just like, I already know all of these, whatever. And you throw it kind of behind you, and you notice that book was it's slightly deeper into the wall, this recessed alcove, and there is a book that is not covered in dust or cobwebs and seems to have, like, in the alcove itself, there's dust all around it, but something about the book seems to be repelling the dust. As you take it, and I assume you open it?
Yeah.
Written in, do you speak Celestial?
Yes.
Okay. Written in Celestial to guard the secrets of its wizard's book. This is a wizard spellbook. And inside of it
I will copy and send you these so you know what the list is, but I'll just read it for everyone. Comprehend languages, Crown of Madness, Dark Vision, Gaseous Form, Ray of Sickness, Remove Curse, Tensor's Floating Disc, and Unseen Servant. And there you go. There's the list for you.
Thank you. Repelling the dust, you say?
Yes. It seems to be, and just very quickly, without a check, this is a very common magical item to have. It is a, let me get the actual name of it.
So it's not anything super supernatural. It's keeping it clean. Got it.
No, yeah, it's it is a
Tome of Cleanliness. +1.
What's it called? Where are you?
I am kind of curious about comprehend languages.
It's a ritual.
It is an enduring spellbook,
Got it. Okay.
which is a common magical item.
I come back out. Thanks, Shadow.
I knew you'd find something useful in those words somewhere.
Oh, you hear from down the hallway is there a way through? Hello?
I'm gonna check the desk too, just before we go.
Sure.
Since that hasn't been checked.
Sure.
I didn't bother waiting, and I just went inside.
Investigation?
As part of the same investigation, I was giving you the whole room, including the desk.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of look it over. It is just like you look at it. The desk itself is literally like a sarcophagus lid of some sort. It's very makeshift. There's not even like any drawers or anything on it.
Okay. Then yeah, we're basically done here, aren't we? There's nothing else down this way.
Correct.
I don't yell because I'm Cal, but I do come all the way back to Densick. Dust myself off. Look at the book. Look at Densick. No. There's no way through.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys go back to the pillar room, as that would have been your.
And now down the other hallway.
All right. As you walk down this hallway, you see up here to the north. There are what look to be very realistic statues, 4 statues of these frog humanoid-like creatures.
Just it? Just frog humanoid creatures?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
They look like the most realistic statues you've ever seen in your life. And they seem to kind of all be like they're standing like shoulder to shoulder, and they all have a different instrument. One has a violin, one has a lute, one has a set of bagpipes, and one has a drum.
As soon as Densick hears the word instrument, I go, huh?
I'm suddenly debating. I'm suddenly debating inventing earplugs, just because magical things and instrumentation and Densick. I'm sorry.
You look over here, Densick, and you see 4 frog-like humanoids, all with a different instrument. They seem to be in the middle of playing. Is what the statue depicts, at least.
And you said it was a what were the instruments again?
A lute, a set of bagpipes, a drum, and a violin. Shadow to the south over here, 25i. You see probably any hunter would be proud to claim this giant boar. It's right here. It's got magnificent tusks, and it looks like it's in the middle of a charge. At least that's what the statue is depicting.
I go up to it, and you say it looks like it's in the middle of a charge. So I want to be on the side where it would not charge from.
It looks like it'd be like it's facing back out this way, so it looks like it would charge forward up here.
So then I would want to get behind it before I touch it and poke it, because I want to see if it somehow turns to life.
Sure. You poke it. Nothing.
Okay. I keep going around just to see if there's more, because there's a lot of these hallways.
Yeah, down here in 25J, you see it looks to be a huge boa constrictor. It's all coiled up on a branch, like a huge tree trunk almost,
Okay.
and it's just coiled around the trunk.
Frog, boar, boa constrictor. This is looking great.
Up here to the north, you see three creatures which you're familiar with. There are three gricks up there, the large serpentine-like creatures with the very sharp beaks and the tentacles.
Okay. I'm just waiting for this to just suddenly all spam to life.
To the south here, you see a bird folk, a kenku. They have a hood over their head and they're kind of crouched down and almost like they're scouting.
I go up to it. And hold on, let me make sure I have the items to be able to do this. Oh man, no I don't. Never mind, I'm not going to draw on its face.
Okay.
Okay, fine. What's next?
There are, to the north, there are two drow elves that look to be in the middle of a fencing contest.
Okay, I'm gonna walk into this room. If there's anything special in the rooms, it's just holding the stone statues.
They're all smooth. They're all smooth walled rooms, or kind of corridors. And the only thing of note are the statues in them.
Okay. I'm just gonna peek back out and be like, it's still more of these statues. And keep going.
Okay. Keep going. To the south, down here, you see what looks to be one of Shirask's kin, a lizard folk.
Okay.
Down here, you see looks to be a creature straight out of most people's nightmares, a mind flayer.
I'm just gonna keep going without even stopping for that part. Nope. I'm good.
Sure. To the north, up here, you see the bane of every adventurer's existence, 4 rust monsters.
I stow my weapon and walk this way now.
To the south, down here, you see a curious-looking creature, one you've not seen before. It's got spikes on its back, and it has one large eye in the center of its head. It kind of has like a quizzical look on it, like it has its head tilted to the side.
Okay. Next.
Up to the north up here, you see 5 troglodytes. These just kind of disgusting, almost lizard-esque looking creatures. And part of the statue depicts, looks to be half a goat that they're all fighting over.
Okay.
To the south down here, you see a very large, very heavily armored, with the biggest sword you've ever seen, orc. And he's just in the middle of like a war cry, it looks like.
Okay.
Down here, you see what is quite possibly the largest badger you've ever seen in your life.
Is it a honey badger?
You look at it. Thankfully, no. It's just a regular badger.
Ah, okay. Continue on.
Down here, you see a very weird creature, one you've definitely not seen before. It's this large, it's got a large hunched back, has a pointed chin, and just a very large mouth, and it's smiling. The statue has it smiling with these just dagger teeth. Looks quite nasty.
Yeah, definitely keeping going on that one.
Okay, to the north up here, you see 6 goats.
Okay.
To the south down here, you see what looks to be a wiry young man grasping a short sword. He just kind of has like a look on his face.
Oh, what kind of look? Okay.
His day did not go as planned.
No, it did not. This is just kind of a weird, like, room of statues. Very, very realistic, lifelike. I checked to see if there's anything in their pockets. Statues.
You like go for the pocket, but like you can't because it's stone. You're like, oh, nuts.
But they have pockets. These are really, really life-like. Hey, Cal, are these actually people?
These were turned to stone by magic.
Yeah, that's why this room's creepy. I don't really want to be here anymore, guys. Creepy stone statues and nothing of value.
To the rear.
I mean, I can check each and every, spot. Go, look in everywhere if you want. And I just kind of poke my head into...
Would you like to make a perception check?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, go ahead. I'll allow it.
And I roll a nat 1!
I will also investigate.
All right, cool. Shadow, you're just like, weird. Bunch of statues.
Yup.
Can't pull the loot off of them, don't care.
I accidentally pushed the Kenku statue down. Oh, darn.
Callbacks to old games for the audience.
Yeah.
15.
Which one was the Kenku statue again? Was it this?
It was this one right here. Can you see that? Can you see that ping?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to push against the wall to make sure it falls.
Athletics check.
If I can.
Cal.
I'm going to use one of my abilities, unless you think I don't need to ensure we don't miss anything in here. This seems like a huge area to miss stuff in.
What ability would that be? 10. Can't push it over. It's very heavy.
It would allow me to turn that 15 into a 21.
Okay. With the 21, you start to piece together from what the Quadrone told you about the fact, Halisher's been down here before. There's magic in those pillars. There's a circle in the center of those pillars. Somehow those pillars activate to return these petrified... You're able to piece together that these are petrified creatures. These aren't just statues. They're petrified. The magic of these pillars can bring them back to flesh. You're kind of contemplating that and thinking about, okay, well, I guess we need to figure out how to activate those pillars if we wanted to if we so desire to return any of these to flesh. And as you're thinking about that, you come back over here, just kind of pacing around, looking at the different statues again.
Mm-hmm.
And up here to the north, you notice that is actually an illusory wall. You kind of just put your hand through it, you're like, huh. And
for the audience, sorry, that's just off frame. It doesn't fit in our viewfinder. That last one room.
And you walk through the illusionary wall into the next room. And
I look at it and I'm like, I could have done better.
Yeah, it is actually pretty poor magic. You're just like, Hallister, greatest wizard ever. Yeah, right. But speaking of Hallister, the statue that you see here is a lifelike depiction of Hallister. It is long, extremely long, shaggy beard, unkept, uncut hair that rolls back down off the shoulders, wearing a robe that has just eyeballs on every square inch of it. And the statue is able to successfully depict it as some of them are open, some of them are closed, some of them are half blink, and then part of the statue seems to be some kind of essence that takes on the form of what looks like smoke, but is trapped in part of the statue as well.
I size it up and down, stand next to it, compare myself to it, stand next to the side, compare myself to it, disguise self into him.
It is a very...
And then I look at the statue and I say, hey.
You're not sure of
How you
the
doing?
color. You're not sure of the colors to use, but you kind of just pick colors you think maybe he would like. But yeah, so then you take on his appearance exactly, look at it, you say that,
Yes.
nothing happens.
Okay.
I would like to have followed him in at this point in time.
I try to manipulate or otherwise work with the statue, not trying to break it, but...
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
25.
The statue itself gives off a essence of illusionary magic, and you can tell with that Arcana check, this is, while extremely just as detailed as all the rest, this is not a petrified person. This is a statue.
Is it manipulatable in any fashion? I push the eyeballs. All of them.
No. There's no button or switch on it. It is a solid piece of statue.
I look behind it.
Nothing to see.
I look at Shadow and say, something's got to be in here. They wouldn't have hit the room.
Holy crap, why is Alistair Blackwell in here with the statue of himself? Oh wait, it's just you, Cal.
Yeah, because the raven symbols have replaced some of the eyeballs.
And it's Cal's voice that comes out.
That's much less scary. Or more scary? Either way.
You're not sure.
The room. I'll check the room too, because...
Sure, investigation check.
25.
25. Cal kind of lets you know, like, this is not a petrified person. This is just a statue. I do detect magic on it, however. And with your 25 investigation, you're able to kind of piece together, like, even though this is not something that needs to be restored to flesh, perhaps something will trigger if the same type of magics to restore flesh are used on it.
Okay.
What does lesser restoration do?
Does not do
Paralysis
petrified.
and such. I think it's greater. That you're looking
Greater
at.
is what you need for petrified.
We can't do anything anytime soon, then. Let's bounce!
All right.
Bouncing.
I think about the fact that we outran a rock, tamed the owlbears, and there's nothing in here but statues. I look at the walls and I'm like, we're not learning anything.
No response.
I think our cams just went crazy again.
I learned that I don't want to die again.
Owlbears.
I like the idea of going to the next level. Can we?
No response.
That doesn't mean no. Let's go.
Okay.
You go to take your first step down. You wait. Nothing.
I take 4 more steps and then I skip one.
Okay.
Because of the last time we got to the 6th step at something. And then I just
Nothing
keep going.
happens.
And I just
Nothing
keep doing that.
happens. All right.
Descend into the abyss.
And you are able to successfully go to the next level. Do you guys see yourselves on the new map?
Where are we? Quadrant wise.
Middle north.
It's very far north.
Ah, yes, I see myself. And
I
other people.
found myself.
Perfect. So yeah, you were able to have successfully completed the 2nd level of Halister the Mad Mage's dungeon, and so you all may level up.
Oh,
Sweet.
Like right now?
Right now,
oh, excuse me.
I'm leveling up. Oh my god.
so you should all be turning level 7, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bard gets no class feature, but you get to learn a new spell, and
Yeah.
you get your first 4th level spell slot.
Yay.
Um,
Ooh.
how does
Druid,
one?
you do not get any class features, but same thing. You get your first 4th level spell slot.
I get a thing.
How do I? It's been forever since I've edited the sheet in Roll20.
Fighter.
It'll be a thing on the right-hand side that'll be the gear icon.
You're
I get
You're
war
right.
magic.
And I'm good, Patty. I know what I have. I get my evasion and an extra die for sneak attack.
Yes, Izzy the Eldritch Knight gets War Magic. When you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
Ooh, but what spell should I get? Oh. So
That's all I
many
had to do, right?
options.
Yes, you get to learn one more spell, and you get 2 2nd level spell slots. So I recommend a 2nd level spell, perhaps.
But I don't know which one to pick because they're all so cool.
Swashbuckling Rogue. 7th level. Yes, you do get evasion, and your sneak attack does get another D6. And Cal, what class level are you taking again? I forget.
Don't know yet. Fixing other things.
Okay. So, Devin, you said you're going your level up?
Yep.
Don't have to open Character Mancer, do we? To do that?
Well, everyone will need. You'll need. I don't know.
You don't have to.
Make sure you roll your hit die as well. You get whatever. So for Druid and Rogue, it's a D8. Bard's a D8. Fighter's a D10. You can either take for the D8, you can either take the 5, the D10, you can take the 6, or you can roll. And you get to reroll once. Oops, I rolled. Reroll. I said you can reroll once, so
I
reroll your
know.
one.
It's just so hilarious that happened.
You said a fighter's a D10?
Yes.
4.
Okay.
Add your con bonus.
Yes. 3.
4 add con bonus.
Devin, you
you
taking
said
the 6?
to add
Or you
the
taking the
con
5?
bonus makes it a
I'm
4,
taking the 5.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know my luck. I'll roll 2.
I now have 65 hit points.
Ooh, took the chance on the D6 and it paid off. I like it.
Do I get anything? Oh, yes!
It's me, man. It almost never doesn't pay off.
Yeah, that's the reason why whenever Tyler rolls a high-low, I always say hi.
Very nice. What was that second roll for, Tiffany?
You said we could roll again, right?
Only if you get a 1.
Oh, okay. My bad then. I will go back.
Dwayne, you taking the 5 or are you going to roll?
I took the 5.
Okay. Alright, so it's HP for everyone. Then spellcasters will need to pick their new spell. Yeah, so just we'll take 5-ish minutes here to finish up.
I shall put us on break. We almost never get to do that.
Right? So yes, everyone hold tight. We're going to finish leveling up and we'll be right back.
Whoa.
And welcome back, all of our great, wonderful listeners, watchers. Our characters have completed their level ups and are ready to rock and roll on the next level of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Our party continues, and you have descended the final steps until it levels back out, and you are dropped off in a hallway. Sharask, your ranger lizard folk friend, kind of his eyes dart more than usual, kind of back and forth along the hallway. Yes, friends. Number 1 through 5 friends. Sharask has been down here before, and, well, it did not go very well for Sharask the last time. His friends, they met unfortunate endings. If you don't mind, I think I'd like to wait here for just a few hours. Maybe they might come this way, or we agreed that our meeting point would be at the base of the stairs. I feel bad that I did not wait for them there. So I must do my duty. I will warn you, however, that Sharask and his friends did come across lots of drow and hobgoblins, and there is a river. Yes, a river that runs to the east over here. It is said that you can follow it down to Skullport. Sharask would not know. Sharask did not go down the river. But just be careful. I will join you in a few hours.
Which way do you think we should go?
East. East is safer, if what Sharask remembers is correct. To the west and down is where the drow are, and they do not make for good friends. The drow here look to expand their territory. Sharask overheard some even say they want to take over Skullport one day. This would not be good. This would be bad.
Out of character, is that player east or character east?
So he's saying go this way, don't go this way.
This way it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Sharask wishes friends 1 through 5 to be safe, so that he may see them again. And he walks over to Izzy. Best friend number 1. Here. And he hands you his last meat cookie. Please, take Sharask's meat cookie.
You better
Also,
come back.
If you see any other lone adventurers, perhaps befriend them. They might be Sharask's friends.
Always.
Okay.
You
This
better
is
come
not
back.
This is not goodbye.
I'm gonna hold this cookie forever.
Sharask will be back for meat cookie, best friend number 1. Okay.
I'm gonna miss you.
And he kind of just plops down on one of the steps.
She tackle hugs him, and then goes back to with the others.
What is it that you're doing to Sharask? Sharask does not know this custom.
It's called hug.
Oh,
People
a
give
hug.
hugs to be
Is
friendly.
this okay? All right. I will reflect on the hug.
Hugs are good.
Yes.
Give more hugs.
Okay, I will think about it.
Okay. I miss you already.
Sharask does not know how you can miss me when I am clearly right here. But Sharask bids you safe journeys. All right, Shadow. Perception check.
As Shadow's walking away, he just mumbles 40 gold.
Down the drain now, apparently.
24. Good.
24.
For a second,
Everything-
I thought I rolled the 1.
Everything is all good in the hood.
All right. And stealthily.
Stealth check. Like
Stealthy
you're
enough.
part of the dungeon itself.
All right. I'm sneaking along this way, down this giant hallway of weird alcoves.
And as you come into here, you can tell that this is a very large room of catacombs. And you can make out the symbols familiar from the area you just explored the previous level, that this is a catacombs and part of a temple complex devoted to the same dwarven god, Dernathioin.
All right, then I check out down this hallway. Let's see
Okay.
what's in it.
It's just more and more catacombs. You notice that the walls all have the same imagery of mountains, but it's almost like it's an X-ray view of the mountains where there's glittering minerals and veins of ore and gems. And you notice the ground has a very thick layer of dust. It does not seem that these catacombs have been disturbed for a long time.
Okay. Head all the way down to the end and more stuff.
Yeah, so you kind of get a feel for the room, and you notice that it has several. Can you see this as you're going along? Or no? So you come here,
Okay.
and you notice that there's several rows of catacombs, and you notice that there is an opening to the north, as well as a path to the east.
All right. I will make sure everyone's following me first.
Okay, you all catch up.
And then I'm going to look at the path to the north.
Okay. As you come into this room and you creep along about here, over in the corner, you see the partially rotted remains of what looks to be a human. And it seems to be somewhat of a fresh body. All the skin and meat have not been decomposed yet.
Nim, you're still the closest to a medic. Yeah, you'd know what happened to this person. I mean, besides being dead. Nim,
Sorry, wait, what?
check out the dead guy.
Nim and I both phased out. Apologies.
Dead guy. Do I have to?
I mean, I could look at the body, but I mean, aside from
I mean,
he's dead.
The
I mean-
tiefling was at least just a skeleton. This is.
This is still a full corpse.
Oh, okay, fine.
Does it smell?
Yes. Smell it.
I go over there and inspect.
Medicine check, please.
Medicine. 16?
16. All right. You're kind of hesitant because this is quite disgusting. It's a human male, and what's left of his face, it's contorted and twisted into this scream. And you look over the corpse, it has just very light leather armor on it. But you can see that there are several very grisly, deep wounds into this corpse, including a giant one on his neck. And what's odd about this one is, as opposed to like what a usual sword wound or an arrow wound would look like, where the skin is pushed in from the blade being inserted or the arrowhead piercing, the skin is folded out. It would appear that something emerged from within it.
Okay, out of character, what is it with Patty and the parasites? Jeez.
Too many alien flicks.
You're not sure what came out of it, but it appears that something emerged from this human's neck.
So it looks like something exploded from this guy in the neck area. I don't really know what, but whatever it is, I hope we don't find it.
So I should mention the spider on your neck?
What? No!
Yeah.
Shadow. Nim bops Shadow upside the head.
That's fair. I'll allow that.
But you hit Shadow. That's not nice, Nim.
It was a cat tradition of bapping the other cat upside the. We both have pointy ears.
Yes, we both have pointy ears. What does that have to do with anything?
So anyway, this guy was something exploded from his neck.
Was it a tumor?
Probably not. I'm thinking more like parasite type, but yeah.
Oh. That's not good.
So
If we cannot help him, then we should probably move on.
Shadow's gonna creep down the hallway a little bit.
Does he have anything on his body?
Holes.
Well, yeah, other than a hole.
Yeah, it's funny though, because he's got a lot of like scratch wounds. It's really weird.
You can give me that investigation check?
Oh, I didn't even hear you ask.
Yeah.
Investigation.
Never
Rolling
gonna
to find
deny
out
someone-
what I got.
Never going to deny a person to
24.
dig through a dead person's
Nat
pockets.
24.
I disrobed this man.
My.
Sure, that's one way to describe it. If you want to go about that direction. So you look through him. You see he's got a coin purse that seems to have about 20 gold pieces in it.
Oh.
And you do also notice that like he's laying on it. He's got one of those quivers that's on his back around the waist area, as opposed to a normal quiver that's up and down on the small of the back, or on the normal part of the back. This is on the small of the back, kind of around by the waist.
Yep.
And he has most of the quiver is normal, but he does have 5 pieces of unbreakable arrows.
Oh. So I will take these off of his body. I will turn to Nim and say, "A present from your lord." Don't question, just take. Goodbye. And he just walks away.
Hey, thank you.
I have sent it to you in chat when it does, but just as the name implies, an unbreakable arrow cannot be broken. Unless it is within an anti-magic field. But those are very rare.
That's really cool. Player question. What are some examples of what this would be good for?
People are chasing you that you know will kill you if they catch you. You go through a door, you slam it shut, you put the unbreakable arrow through the lock. There's no way they can get through the door because they can't break the unbreakable arrow.
That's cool.
You're climbing a mountain and you're worried about whether or not your pittance will hold all the weight of your adventuring party. You instead use an unbreakable arrow to hold all of your weight, which you know cannot break. There's a trap that you need to keep it either up or down, depending on however it triggers. And you're worried that your little iron spikes you have in your adventuring gear might not do the trick. Unbreakable arrow. And millions and millions and millions more of very niche, but once again, I like giving you guys things that you are only limited by your imagination on what this thing can do.
I could have used it on the boulder. I could have wedged it in the.
I was gonna say, you have a boulder coming at you.
That would be a little bit more iffy. As far as it'd probably be able to bend it. Like it'd be able to bend it enough that it could just roll over it. It wouldn't break it, but it's not an immovable rod. Okay,
Aww.
so
That's why you angle it.
There's not an immovable rod, but unbreakable arrow is like the second cousin of the of the immovable rod.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you.
I hear a paladin in the background.
Huh?
Patty knows what I'm saying.
Oh. Oh. Rinaldi.
All right, Shadow.
These caverns are completely dug out, not man-made, right?
Yeah, where you're at right now, these are natural formations.
All right.
Like the passage you went through, from the catacombs, that was kind of like the wall busted down. But now where you're at, these are natural formations.
All right. I'm just gonna slowly creep along, stealthily creep along.
All right, cool. Give me another stealth and perception since you've investigated and dealt with the body since your last roll.
All right. A stealth of 14. I did real good there.
Okay.
And a perception of 28.
Okay. So you're making some sounds, but you are confident things are not escaping your vision.
All right. And we're just creeping and creeping.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, this tunnel is going on for a ways.
When you get to there, you notice that the tunnel takes a familiar bore and a familiar shape. The rest of this tunnel seems to have been hollowed out and tunneled in by Grix.
I'm just gonna turn around and walk away. I let them know. Grix. Probably Grix.
He's just gonna turn around and walk the other way while I'm like, huh?
I let you know as I walk through. Grix. Probably Grix.
Shadow about faces, nopes out, and as he's passing you, Densik, he's just like, Grix. And he just keeps walking. Would you like to join him, or are you going to
I'm going back the other way.
Grix. No, I'm good. I've seen enough of those today.
Grix,
Okay.
but no Grix.
It is still today, so yeah. In my character's sense, it is still today, so yes. Now I'm going to spend a little bit. How can I nicely put this? Appropriating goods from catacombs. I'm going to see if there's anything, at least.
Your friend Shadow starts grave robbing centuries-old dwarven catacombs.
Only things that are blatant and obvious that aren't technically grave robbing.
Like you watch Shadow walk up to each of these niches that have tombs or anything like that, and he just opens each of them up, and there's these very heavily covered, dust-covered bones of dwarves, and he'll open one up, and be like, nope, and he just goes down the line of each of them.
You're gonna piss somebody off.
Apparently not, because there's nothing here.
Shadow, I wouldn't.
He opens about 3 of them. You guys okay with this, or
I'm
letting the other player characters get a chance to react to this before I let you roll.
Yeah.
Shadow, I'm all for you, collecting stuff like you do, because, that's you. But, considering how we had really bad luck, I died last time, I'm really, paranoid about us, touching stuff that's, obviously we shouldn't be touching.
Yeah, but there's no beholders here.
Okay, but what if there's something else What?
It's different when there's, like a freshly fallen body or, a skeleton that was downed by the dungeon, but like these are actually tombs. They're remembrance places, Shadow.
The corpse is nothing but rotting flesh. The soul has departed to different realms. It matters
Yeah.
not. And if they're cursed, then we should put it down in order to prevent others from being hurt. Perhaps like, what do you call him? Best friends' friends. Who clearly, if they're anything like him, will be slaughtered by anything even slightly threatening.
Hey, yo, John, fucking shit about your character.
Yeah. I keep going.
All right, give me an investigation check. Just wanted to let you guys have the opportunity to talk to Shadow about it before I just let him roll for it.
A 20.
20. All right. You go through the first row, nothing. Go to the second row, nothing. You go to the third row, you're about halfway down, you're like, wow, these dwarves are literally the worst. They don't bury anything of value with their loved ones. And you get to this one, and you open it up, and you're about to like also just slam the door shut on it as well, because you're just like, wow, like really nothing. This is the worst.
37 out of 37. Seriously.
But you stop for a second, and you notice that there is a small silver. Excuse me. Excuse me. A silver band on one of the bony fingers of the dwarf that has not appeared to age or been corroded or anything like that. Gives you hope that this might be magical of some sort.
I gently, gingerly remove it from the finger without breaking the corpse.
Give me a sleight of hand check, actually, as these are hundreds and hundreds of years old skeletons. So we're going to see if you can do this without ripping the finger off.
All right, fair. 19.
Yeah, you're able to successfully. You get it off, and it is just a very plain silver ring. There doesn't seem to be anything engraved on it. It doesn't seem to be anything like that. But just slip it on your finger, and you're able to successfully attune to it. It is a ring of jumping. As a bonus action, you can cast the jump spell from it.
Nice.
Because that's exactly what a Tabaxi rogue needs.
Here's the official.
Thank you. Okay. Is there a limit to how many times I can do it, or just anytime?
At will.
I just spend a minute jumping really high.
Not only really high, but really far.
And
Like Shadow standing leaps. Where's your character? Standing leaps from here, and he gets like here. And you guys are like, holy shit.
Shadow spends a solid 2 turns just jumping over Izzy. Hey, isn't this cool?
I just got really dizzy.
Okay, anyway. That was pretty neat, and I checked the rest of them, and I'm presuming I find nothing else.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all empty as well.
1 out of 50. Well, 2%.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. And then I stop over at Cal and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, Cal, what's this dust?
Cal's the toy for a second. So you hand the dust to Cal, and he's like, I need a moment to look at it. And so you can continue down the path if you would like.
Okay, continuing down the path.
Whenever he gets back, I'll if you guys come across anything, I'll make sure he gets to tell you what it is first. All right, yep. So you can either go to the south or continue to the southeast-ish, kind of.
Is this another like Gricky tunnel, or is it just a tunnel?
These tunnels do not seem to be Grick made.
Okay,
They are still natural formations, but they are not Grick made.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna check there and apparently see something down the end of the hallway.
All right. I guess you should have given me another perception and stealth since we're moving on from the catacombs.
Yeah.
Oh, and Patrick, for
Yes.
posterity's sake,
A 13 perception and 23 stealth.
Oh, you flipped it from last time. What
Yeah.
were you gonna say, Dan? What were you gonna say to him?
Densic will, as far as like helping you with your encounters and whatnot, Densic will always stay one movement space from Shadow when we're moving around. That way.
Okay.
So 30 feet. I will always be 30 feet down the row from Shadow.
Thank you.
Shadow, you're able to you get to like right about here, able to make out there are several large, no, they're medium sized technically, but they are large creatures that are have this very sharp hunch. It looks similar to one of the statues you saw in the row of statues. They're the creatures with the angled, pointed chin with the dagger-like mouths. You see several of them kind of milling about over here.
All right. I'm going to inform the crew of the things up there and see if they want to go at murdering or if we want to avoid them.
Before he heads any farther,
Yes. Give me an Arcana check on the dust he handed you.
well, first, Cal thinks about all of the magical dusts he's heard about.
Sure.
He thinks about it and he's like, yeah, they all seem to have the same effect if you sprinkle it on Cal or on Shadow. Dust of sneezing, dust of dryness, dust of disappearance. Well, no.
Okay.
And then I'll roll Arcana, yes.
Dust of
Actuality,
this.
it's just dust.
So
of dead
are you
guys.
just going to go ahead and just sprinkle it without knowing what it is?
Well, I'm going to roll, but if I roll badly, yeah, I'm just sprinkling it.
Okay, fair enough.
And I
It
might just
tastes
sprinkle
like
it even
dust.
if I roll well. We'll see.
A little bit of pixie dust.
23.
23. Yes, you do know all the magical dusts in the world kind of all take on a very similar appearance. However, you are able to have a keen enough and sharp enough eye to notice that this is dust of disappearance.
Yep. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what it does. I put the bag away in my pack.
Okay. This pouch had rolled good for you guys. Has 3 uses, so you're using one of the uses here. So you now have 2 uses left.
Okay, what does this dust do again?
Invisibility.
Shadow disappears.
Yep, I'll tell you.
It's literal.
Okay.
And he never comes back.
You have 2 more uses. Yes, found a small packet. This powder resembles very fine sand. Ignore the next sentence. When you use an action to throw the dust in the air, we'll say that you just targeted Shadow specifically.
Right.
Shadow is now invisible for 4 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
Before your eyes, all of you see Shadow disappear.
Oh my god, what'd you do to him? Cal, you killed him. He's gone.
I look at you, and I give you that you're a mage too. Don't be dense look. He's invisible with magic dust.
Well, I mean, I have a bad history with dust, considering how I used to be dust. I'm sorry.
Okay, so since this spell, since it states that I'm invisible unless I cast a spell or make an attack, I'm going to spend a round just circling Izzy, going, "I'm a ghost now. Save me."
Of
getting
course
really-
you are.
I'm getting really bad flashbacks from that one time we went in that guy's house, and there was dead people everywhere. And they all wanted my cookies, but they were all dead. And Izzy like starts crying hysterically, because bad memories.
Just like them.
Okay,
Wow.
Izzy is incapacitated. Izzy is incapacitated for the next 5 minutes.
Good job, guys.
You
What do you
did
guys
that,
do?
Devin.
Traumatized her.
All right.
What have
What are you guys
done?
doing? What are you guys doing for the next 5 minutes?
Well, since I'm
Consoling
invisible,
Izzy.
since I'm now invisible, I'd like to actually get a better look at these things.
What was your stealth? Pretty good. Okay, so you're able to get close to these things now, and let me send you a picture of what they look like.
I actually don't know what these are.
You shall see momentarily. I'm going to post it in the Mad Mage room. There you go. That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It walks around on all four, but it kind of stops and kind of squats and hunches on just two legs when it's stationary.
That initial description threw me off.
For the viewers at home, it is a quaggoth.
Vegas.
Mm. Okay, cool. And now I know how many there are exactly. And I walk back and I say, "Hey, Cal, we
Oh.
got 4 of them."
Do we want to go that way? If we do, then we're gonna have to kill him.
There's a door. There's stuff. There might be more things to kill behind it. Can you blow up the room and kill them all?
No, but the druid can tidal wave the room.
Nim looks up from consoling Izzy. I heard tidal wave.
Okay, cool. Good plan. I'll stab one, run away, you tidal wave the room.
Wait, why do you have to stab one?
Why can't I stab one?
Because it just
I'm
puts you in unnecessary danger.
invisible right
What
now.
if they
I want to
smell
stab
you?
something.
What if they smell you?
I have many third level spells, Devin, by the way, but Fireball is not one of them yet.
I just want to stab something since I'm invisible and just get to stab it.
Well, are you going to wait until Izzy is done being incapacitated before you do this?
I am going to wait. So if Shadow stabs it, he's just SOL.
No, then you'll just be SOL because there'll be 4 of these things coming towards you and you won't have cast Tidal Wave.
You know, it's starting to smell like wet cat in here.
Oh.
Izzy is able to look.
I'm now going.
Crying.
I'm now going to become visible because I'm going to Gibbs Nim for that one. Worth losing invisibility for, especially because you are completely unawares.
I figured you just like grab him by the ear, like me.
I'd lose invisibility either way, so I'm going to Gibbs you back because you did it earlier to me.
Densik will
Okay.
get a slight smirk on his face. And I can see one of these. Just
Okay.
one. Barely.
I believe the consensus is we're waiting 5 minutes, yes.
Yes.
You
I
guys
turned-
don't
I-
have to wait.
I already turned visible again, so I mean, yeah. I am back to being in existence.
Okay,
Densik,
we
would
waited.
you?
Alright.
Okay, so all right, so you guys wait the 5 minutes. Izzy kind of wasn't very nice, and then everyone is ready to. You can now act on the information Shadow has given you. You can either attempt to ambush these 4 Quaggoth, or you can explore the other paths available too.
Well, I'm willing to bring in the ocean.
Okay.
Bring the water. I'll step back.
Shh. Tidal wave.
Okay, so Nim, I'm going to need you to creep forward I think you're probably fine. I don't think I'm gonna make you roll stealth here. Just double check tidal wave. Range 120 feet. Yeah, you're fine. From there, you just like basically cast it so it starts here and it just travels along this whole room and get them all. Okay, so I will have them make it's a dexterity saving throw. I'm going to have them make it a disadvantage because they're not expecting a random ass tidal wave to just appear out of nowhere. They fail miserably. So you may roll 4d8.
25.
Oh, look at those 2 nat 8s.
Nice.
So you see Nim roll up their sleeves as usual, clutching, going for their chest, looking for that holy symbol to Seychelles, thinking, oh yeah, that's right, I don't wear that anymore. But still drawing upon their powers. And at first you smell the usual smell of briny seawater that is always the trademark of Nim's spells. But that immediately goes away, and for some reason you smell dew on the morning air. And moving out from her, as opposed to the usual giant foamy cresting wave, you see a wave of flowers, composed completely of pink blooms, travel forward from them, and crash into these Quaggoths for 25 damage. And as the wave crashes into them, they are all knocked prone as well.
Oh, seasonalities are no joke.
And
Fired.
they shake off, trying to get the water off of them, but there is no water. There's no nothing. They look around, looking for an enemy. They all stand back up. Knowing it did not come from a closed door, they just charge down the one thing they can see here and see all of you. And they will attack. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh no. Oh, there it is.
So the first roll, it rolled me as my screen name for some reason. So I clicked my token. So I don't know which one you want to take, but one is 11.18 and the other one's 19.18. So
We'll take the first one.
okay.
Sorry.
What? No, sorry.
Dunstic, you are first.
I am. This is
These
awesome.
things are mean. They are loping towards you on all fours. They have a bit of froth coming out of their mouths. They do not look pleased.
And it smells like flowers.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, posies.
Welcome to Yankee Candle. Here is our new scent, Spring Quaggoth.
I would buy that.
Not fired for that one. Approved.
Yes, they look angry and wanting to kill something. And I point at the one right here and say, yes, you should be afraid, and cast enemies about.
The one with the green marker on it?
Yep.
Okay. Enemies abound!
That is a intelligence save. DC 16. I think it's intelligence.
Yes, intelligence saving throw.
Yes.
Would you believe these things are really smart?
Are they?
No.
Oh.
Holy shit! But how about a?
He didn't say
16?
they were. He asked if you'd believe it.
That's what he needed, so he saves.
You rolled an 18. He has a -2 modifier.
Dang.
Oh,
That's rough, buddy. Sorry.
wow. Okay. So, I will bonus action some inspirative words. It is better to light a candle than curse the darkness. And cast, I'll give some inspiration to Nim. Because you're up
Okay.
next.
Nim, you're inspired.
Well, that was very inspiring.
And it is your turn.
Let's see, what shall I use? Let's do one of my favorites, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Okay. Moonbeam. It's 5-foot radius. 10. Use purple for it. Assuming you're gonna want to cast it, so you get that.
Yes.
Okay. Then they will all make Constitution saving throws. 1. That's a fail. 2.
Ow.
That's a fail. 3. That's a fail. They all fail. So 9 radiant damage.
Looks like it, yeah. Can I... Okay, so... Can an inspiration add damage?
Densic, are you the type of mage that can add, or you type of bard that they can add their inspirational damage?
Cannot remember if it adds damage.
What college are you?
Or
No, College of Valor can add to damage.
okay.
So unfortunately, no, you can't add to damage. But you can add to a crap ton of other things.
Sweet. Alright. Figured I'd ask. Thank you.
Anything with your bonus action on movements?
Let's see the map here. Am I in range of them right now?
Of their attacks?
Yes.
No, they are 25 feet away from you.
Okay, then I guess I'll stay put for now.
Okay.
Cool.
And whoops. Oh, excellent. You see this one in the back. He takes his first couple steps, and then he actually jumps along the wall, climbs across it, digs his claws in, ends up on the other side of his buddy over here, and then is able to get within range of them. And it will make 2 claw attacks towards you. You see these long, jagged, and the limbs and each individual finger is way longer than it should be, and they end in these hooked nails. Does 16 hit you then?
I have to open my sheet again. Sorry. My armor class is a 16, so
Okay, that does
Fair
hit. The second one does miss though.
okay.
All right, take 4 slashing damage.
Hit.
That's it.
Sweet. Sorry, I was just like waiting since it's what it is. I was waiting for like 30 damage.
This will rush up to you as well, and also
Yeah.
take some strikes at you. A 19 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Oh no.
Okay, so those are both hits. So we've got 8 slashing damage and 7 slashing damage.
Oof.
And these things are just kind of on their foam coming out of their mouths. They seem to be quite angry. After their turn, the next 2 will go. And they're just going to pile up on you, Nim. They're going to use their pack tactics here. So 4 more attacks coming your way.
Oh no.
13 misses, a 9 misses, natural 1 misses, but a 16 hits, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cutting word.
Okay.
I'll use my reaction to cutting word it.
And no matter what you roll, it's going to be enough to miss. So all 4 attacks miss. The 4th one you think is finally, they're kind of pummeling on you and trying to get from your leather armor that you wear. And the last one you feel, it's kind of starts, you feel and you can hear the strands, the leather squeak and groan as its claw kind of finally hooks underneath it. And you're like, you prepare yourself, but then it just stops the action almost midway through. And you see Densic seems to have muttered something, and the Quaggoth turns its head towards him.
Say no.
No. Shadow, your turn. You've got 4 Quaggoths up in your guys' grill, and they all seem to be just swarming them.
Okay, well, there's the one that's right in front of me, so I'll go for that one.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I yell?
Sure.
Move.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna move
bitch.
after
Get
I
out
attack.
the way.
I'm gonna move after I attack.
Oh, excuse me.
So, a 9 does not hit, I presume.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, then bye. I use my disengage.
Because your Rakish Audacity, it cannot take an attack opportunity, right?
I disengage either way. I have the action. I have to actually hit them, but since I didn't hit, I just choose to use my bonus action to disengage.
Roger. All right. Then it is Izzy's turn.
Do not stand where he was. Below Densic is fine.
You're not in the initiative for some reason. Hold on. Cal's not in the initiative for some reason. Cal's at...
You may have deleted me. I was. This is 12.
Okay.
Same as.
Yeah, Izzy, this is okay. We didn't technically miss your turn yet. Izzy, hold on. Think about what you're going to do. It's Cal's turn.
Lightning Bolt. Dex saves for all 3 because you made me a nice line.
Absolutely. Let me just get you in here real quick.
I had a feeling. I'd have stood there either way, and I still would have taken it because I have evasion now.
Dex saves for all 3. Got it. Get off you so I can see which ones they are. All right, red ball. That's pretty good. A 19. Then another 19. Then a 16.
So 37 minus whatever saved, whatever didn't. And then I use the rest of my movement to go back.
So 18 would be the half of 37.
Look at all those 6s. It's a pretty roll. Also, I have a new thing now.
With that lightning bolt,
Oh, we're not.
actually,
Well,
what was it? It was lightning bolt, right?
yeah.
Okay. You actually, this one and this one, from the tidal wave and the lightning bolt and the. What else did you guys do?
Oh wait, no, sorry, I don't.
The
have
rogue
that yet. I
missing.
don't have the new thing yet.
Yeah, we didn't do anything else.
That was it.
But yeah, that is enough to cause. As soon as the lightning bolt passes through the first two of them, they just kind of freeze up, and then they just glass, and then fall over, shatter, and turn to glass into a million pieces. This last one in the row right here, it's not feeling so hot.
That's me.
Okay. Now it's Izzy's turn. Oh, Moonbeam.
Now, is it okay for me to move? She looks to Cal, since he said don't move like at a certain spot.
Do what you
No,
want
no.
now.
Okay, cool. 5, 10. There's only 2 of them left, correct?
Correct.
5,
Both pretty damaged too.
15. I'm gonna go right here. And what does the blue dot represent?
That's just for me to keep track of. Not everything's been hit by everything so far, so probably track damages.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the one. I'm gonna use cookie cutter, and I have my shield out, and I'm gonna use cookie cutter to stab the one with the blue dot.
Okay.
I assume a 22 hits.
Yes, it does.
It's gonna be 11 slashing.
Okay.
And then I strike again. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Woohoo! It's gonna be 8 slashing on that one.
Okay, that one goes down.
Woo!
Anything else in your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Densik, your turn.
Oh, there is one left. Aha.
Yes.
Well, then, perhaps he will appreciate some vicious mockery. Your face is too angled. Wisdom save, DC 16.
$12.
Take 8 psychic, and you have disadvantage on the next attack.
Please describe how your words kill this thing.
Oh, I would literally tell him that his face is too angular.
And as you say that, the angle just continues to grow until it's just one slice of face, and it falls over dead. As
geez.
as its skull just kind of crushed in on itself. And he's dead. Okay.
That was refreshing.
And now I want to go check out the door.
Okay. Go check out the door.
If you'll allow it, oh mighty DM.
Yes.
Keep up Moonbeam in case there's something behind the door. Just move Moonbeam, because apparently I can keep Moonbeam up for a full minute.
Okay, so you got about 45 more seconds left on it.
Okay.
So I'm going to check the door for locks and traps.
We're gonna say it's right there for you. Give me a perception check.
28.
Not trapped, and it is locked. You do notice that up towards the higher part of the ceiling, close to the ceiling, there are really thick cobwebs stretched between the walls that form almost a full canopy. And there's hundreds and hundreds of tiny spiders kind of dangling down from them, as well as crawling through the canopy itself.
That is, in fact, what Quaggoths signify. Spiders.
On either side of the entry door are two large bundles of just like spider silk and web. And they seem to be covering something.
I will take
Should
a
I-
second to look.
Should I eliminate the spiders? Do you want me to eliminate them?
Eliminate spiders, yes. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I
Am I
walk
gonna-
away from the door.
Am I gonna piss something off by killing the spiders, though? Oh, but the
Just-
spiders didn't do anything to me. Are they venomous spiders?
Can't really tell from this far.
Oh. No, Shadow, I can't do it. I can't do it. I drop Moonbeam.
Izzy lights a torch and throws it at the spider webs.
Izzy!
Throw it up, and then it falls back down.
I get a better look at those two things next to the door.
I'm sorry.
You kind of just pull the spider silk off of them, and it looks like it's two kind of almost life-size statues of dwarves. One has a pickaxe in its hands, and the other one seems to have a chisel and a hammer in its hands.
Statues. Sure. I anything special about it? Not that I can tell. Okay, I unlock the door.
Give me a thieves' tool check.
24.
24. Yep, just very nimbly. You hear the lock turn. Open the door.
Oh, look, monsters.
And you see several troglodytes in here. And they all seem to be actually mining veins with pickaxes. So they don't immediately notice you when the door opens. And kind of from the top angle over here, you're able to see another door that seems to be made completely out of bronze. With a it looks to be like the relief, like reliefed in it as a giant mountain. There seems to be a fist-sized depression in the center of it. With your high perception check, you get the feeling that if you keep this door open for much longer, those troglodytes might notice that it's open.
I close the door. I let the party know what's on the other side. I say, do you just want to bull rush and kill them? They're mining. It looks like they're mining. Or do we just avoid them for now?
I wonder what they're mining. Not that it matters. I mean,
The walls.
Well, maybe they're just minding their own business.
Izzy, we've talked about this.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't really see a need to bother the troglodytes. I mean, they're just mining. Like, they're just working. Does it look like there's anything in there that we really need?
And they smell.
Is this the direction we were told to come to find this city underground? If so, they're in our way.
Well, I guess that would make sense.
Maybe he just said east. He didn't really give us better directions after that. Or maybe he
Could go
did.
through the tunnel.
I feel like to make any progress farther, we either need to go through the tunnels, which are obviously going to have more monsters, or we go through the ruins. We're already here. We know what these monsters are.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Fair enough.
All right, so what are you gonna do?
I would like to state that everyone should ranged weapons or ready to run inside, because I'm going to sneak attack one of them without, if I can open the door again without them seeing, I'm going to crossbow bolt one to the back of the head.
Okay. Is everyone else readying an attack?
Yes.
Is there any way that we can maybe, I don't know, say, hey, can we just pass through here? Would they listen?
Yes, by shooting them in the back of the head.
Total sense.
I mean, I kind of see where you're going, but like, everything in here has tried to kill us so far, Nim. I mean,
That's true.
I honestly think we got really lucky with those owl bears, because they were gonna eat us if it weren't for all the snacks and stuff.
All right, if we must.
Okie doke. Quietly open the door. Shoot one in the back of the head.
Give me attack roll with advantage.
And that is a 18.
18 hits. You're not an assassin, are you?
I am an assassin.
Swashbuckler.
Oh wait, no, that's the other game. Yeah, sorry, but still would get sneak.
Yes. It's just
So-
not. It's just not on. It's just not an auto crit.
Yeah, no. And so with my sneak attack, I do a total of 21.
Okay. You fire off the crossbow bolt. Which one are you attacking?
That one,
This one right here.
yes, since I can see it.
Shadow opens the
Understand.
door. Does the thing where he rests the crossbow on his arm. Crossbow bolt flies through, buries it right in the back of the neck where it connects to the spinal column, and it's just mid pickaxe swing, just falls down dead. In fact, the sound of it hitting the ground sounds like another pickaxe swing almost. So the other troglodytes don't seem quite aware of it. Would the rest of you like to take your ranged action at this time?
I don't think
Don't
I
all speak
can
at once.
because the one that he just... Which one did he kill? This one right here?
Yes.
Okay, I
Here,
can't
I'll,
see
I'll,
any.
I'll delete the map. Sorry.
I cannot see any, so I cannot take an
Go,
attack.
go to the south of Cal, and you can see one.
Well,
I
then
would say you guys could wheel about this door so that you can either get an angle on him or you can get an angle on this guy down here.
Oh, there's one. Okay.
And then I'll go after Densick if it's not discovered.
Sure. That's
I'll go
fine.
last.
Well,
Well, I'll go last unless Izzy doesn't have an action, then I'll go after Nim.
That's it.
Dang, I was kind of hoping these would be a little bit more silent. But nope, firebolt.
Okay, firebolt.
27?
20 does hit. Which one are you hitting?
15. The one to the north.
This one?
right there.
So you kind of bring the flame within your chest and almost like Kamehameha it out. And it just wraps that troglodyte completely in fire. And it just swirls. And it just, even before the scream can get out, you burn the vocal cords away. And it's just a pile of ash. And the pickaxe falls to the ground.
Did they hear it?
The other two troglodytes seem to be just pickaxing away, focusing on their mining.
Are they deaf?
I think we're just killing them too quickly that no one can react.
You look at the one to the south, and this is where you kind of notice that they all seem to be shackled. Seems as if they're enslaved. Who's next?
So I rolled that crossbow bolt, but
14 hits.
oh, but they're chained.
The crossbow bolt just buries into this one's abdomen, and it drops the pickaxe, turns around where the crossbow bolt came from, and it kind of it tries to like move away from the wall where it's shackled to, It doesn't seem to have a lot of leeway. So just, brother, intruders! And the other troglodyte drops the pickaxe and kind of like goes up against the wall. Not really where it can go though.
They're chained?
Yeah.
Oh
Who else wanted to take a range attack?
Me.
Go ahead.
Firebolt also, but I'm firebolting the webs.
Okay. In here, the webs are kind of. Once again, there's a very thick canopy of webbing.
Yeah, I'm shooting up.
Towards the ceiling. Okay. You burn away a section of the web, but just with a firebolt, you wouldn't be able to get it all. But you do get away a section of it.
Yep. And depending on what happens, I will continue in future turns.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen for right now. You see the troglodyte, it sees the firebolt and he thinks he's bracing himself it to hit him, but it does. He sees it go up to the ceiling. He kind of just looks at the door, where you guys are coming from, just what is that doing? And you see kind of desperately clutching at the crossbow bolt, unsure if it should pull it out or not. It's just and it's just leaking more fluids. Shadow, Dunsick, Nim, Cal. So Izzy, do you have a range attack you want to use?
Now that I know that they're chained up and they can't do anything, I feel like crap, man.
Well,
as a player,
this was the plan of action you guys wanted to take.
I didn't know they were chained up though. And this music doesn't help.
Right? Some good music.
It's making me feel really bad.
What's the play?
And because I'm feeling bad, I'm gonna use magic missile on the chain.
Okay. It automatically hits,
Yeah.
so roll some damage.
1. That's 2. And that's 3. So
10
6,
damage.
3. Hold on, 6, 9.
Oh.
9, 10, 11, 12. 13 damage total.
That's enough to these aren't impressive manacles or chains or anything like that. So it's enough to break the bindings on its feet that were there. And you see it kind of the force from the magic mist is kind of blow it back, so it's on its butt, and it kind of just scoots back towards the door. And it just starts banging on it. Boom, 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 boom.
Wait, I freed you, so you could not do that because I'm trying to be your friend. I have a meat pie. Do you want it?
It's ignoring you, and it's just frantically, desperately using all the rest of its remaining strength to just bang on that door.
Okay.
Doesn't want to be your friend.
But everyone wants to be my friend.
In this dungeon, most things have wanted to kill you.
That is
we're
true.
kind of we can. There's not really an initiative word to have because they can't really do anything with their actions. So if you guys want to kind of sweep in here and finish them off, you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean in and shoot another crossbow bolt, and then lean back out, at the one that's down here.
Not the one that's banging on the door?
Yeah, not the one that's banging on the door. The other one,
Okay.
the helpless one. That
Okay.
I get the one that I get advantage on because it's helpless, right?
No. I mean, it's not restrained or anything. It has some movement, enough movement that it can still, dodge.
A nat 20.
Okay, yep, that'll hit.
And I'm just going to use the sneak just because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sure. No.
So that's
Shadow just very casually rolls in, crossbows, and just right between the eyes. And it's just brother, free me. And he just falls over dead.
I look at the one that's sitting there banging on the door, and I'm like, if you stop, that won't be you.
It just intensifies the banging.
Next.
At this point, it's just please, please, please.
Laugzed, please, Laugzed, I've served you well. Laugzed, please, please. Bang, 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 bang. Laugzed, please, hear my call, hear my cry.
Blood is starting to trickle out of its mouth now. It's not. It's clinging on to life. If you want, you could finish it off, essentially.
Okay, I'll finish him off. I'll knock another bolt and shoot him. Shh. Sleep now. 15.
That hits, and yeah, minimum damage would kill him.
Okay.
He's dead.
I look at Cal and I'm like, you were clearing webbing while we were killing things. Why?
He's still doing it.
Okay. We'll say you get like 3 more firebolts off in that time period. More of the web is burning. I assume you're kind of like clearing from like entrance to other door.
Yeah.
You'd be clearing a way for you guys again. Sure.
Because that's
So I'd
where the
say, like-
spiders live. Troglodytes are spider slaves.
Let's say you've cleared off. I'll use red to signify.
And so are quaggas, spider pets.
You've cleared
that
off
means-
that much of the ceiling.
Okay. And I'm just like, fire. Spiders are here somewhere, fire.
I join with the fires.
The big kind that eat people like us, fire.
I join with the fires.
The moment he says big kind that eat people like us, Shadow takes another step back from the room.
All right, what fire are you using, Nim?
Well, can I use produce flame?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe
Yeah,
the
that's
cantrip,
half
right?
fire, half divine, yep. That's actually the one I'm using too. I misspoke. I said firebolt.
That's fine. Working together, you clear off that much more with the fire. Clear that much more off the fire. As soon as you clear off that. Wait, what? Oh wait, because I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Nope, that's not the button I want either. You see a very large spider of some sort just bolt crawling along the ceiling, and there's a small, it looks like it shouldn't be able to fit almost. There's enough of a clearing between the top of the door and the ceiling that it just scurries through to the side of the door.
Looks at Shadow. See. Continues clearing in case there's more.
I will not question Cal's weird, eccentric, weird firebolt thing again.
And now you have the entire thing is burned off of. There's no significant webbing anywhere left in this room.
I think you can check the other door now.
Yes,
There's a door to the west and a door to the south.
Doors.
Shadow will check the door to the south first.
Okay. You check that door, and that door is not locked.
All right. I checked. This is. You said that it scurried through this wall that I'm at
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to check this door for locks and traps.
Sure. So that's the door you saw from before that was large and made out of bronze and had the mountain in it. It
Yeah.
has that fist-sized depression in the center. You check that the door is locked, and you actually kind of look for an area where you might be able to pick the lock or something like that. But it doesn't seem to be any traditional style lock that you'd be able to manipulate with these tools.
You said it looks like it has a giant fist impression.
It has a fist-sized impression
Fist-sized impression. Okay.
in the center of the mountain.
Does it look like something fits in there?
Yeah, something could go in there. Yeah.
We don't really have anything that would fit in there currently. So, back to the south door.
Okay. That is
Okay.
unlocked.
Open it slowly, quietly.
Okay. Doors open. You see inside.
And since I see apparently a door that's right to my left now, I'm gonna check that one too.
Does this also look covered in spiders?
No, there's not very thick webbing in here.
Oh, good.
There's like some just like normal cobwebs and spider, but it's not as thick as it
Okay.
was before. Like where's a full canopy.
This is good.
The door right there is actually barred on your side.
I just quietly go up to it and go, knock, knock.
Wait a second. You hear a knock, knock back.
Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, pause, knock, knock, pause.
Right in
knock.
Shadow's ear because he's too busy focusing to pay attention to me. Probably a red dragon. To make him jump.
I activate jumping as he does it. So I hit the ceiling and I attach myself to the ceiling and look down at him from the ceiling.
I chuckle and let the red dragon out because I'm Cal.
Okay. So you undo the bar on the door and you open it.
I'm still going to be on the ceiling for this.
Inside, you see a solitary person. It looks to be a high elf of some sort. They seem to be beat up, bruised, scarred. Blood leaks from some somewhat fresh wounds.
I address him in Sildarine, in Elvish. Such a nerd.
What do you say?
Greetings.
And
So
what-
why'd
what
they
do you
lock you
currently-
in? What terrible things are you going to do now that I've let you out?
As he
Smile.
perks up. Is there an elf in there?
What do you currently look like again?
Oh, I'm back to Raven Queen form, which means just covered in Raven Queen iconography, and elven humanoid with a raven's head.
Okay.
So not like an Aarakocra, like an actual human, like a Anubis with a raven.
Okay. She was like huddled on the ground, just hugging her knees. She looks up, and she has this very piercing gaze that just kind of looks straight at you. They put me in here because they're drowned, and that's what they know.
So I walk in and offer my hand. Well, then you should come with us.
She takes it, and she stands up. Thank you. Fortunately, they did take my spell book away, so I can't cast any more spells.
I hand her my 2 spares. If you know any of these, you can use these to cast some. So we find yours.
Which book do you hand her?
Both of the 2 I've already scribed everything out of, so the Celestial one and the Primordial one you gave me earlier. Not my
You
own
handed
spell book.
Sure, but so you hand her both of the ones you found so far?
Yeah, I can always scribe the rituals over to Izzy from my book now. I spent the gold to scribe them all.
Interesting. She looks through the spell books really quick. One moment. One moment. She thumbs through the one that was in Celestial. She walks out of the room to the door. Thank you. It's been a while since I've been able to summon any of my power. And she casts gaseous form, and she travels through the door on the other side.
Did she just ditch us?
Ah, interesting. Good plan. Looks at Shadow, touches Shadow, Shadow explodes into gas. Open the door from the other side. Let us in. I also have that spell.
Shadow slowly goes into the other side.
Okay. Shadow, can you see what's in this room?
This would be amazing if you can't actually open the door and I just killed you. I apologize.
Yes.
Still be amazing.
Yes, I can.
Shadow, you can see what's in here?
Yes, I can.
Any allies, can you see what's in here?
No.
Because you...
I can, because I'm Tyler. But yeah.
Sure. But can any of the other allies see what's in here?
Yeah, I mean, I can because I'm watching the stream at the same time, but Densic cannot.
All right, perfect.
Densic has no idea what's going on.
Yes, nor does Cal.
Shadow, you see... This is quickly the events that happen. You are able to make it underneath the bronze door. You're still in gaseous form. You see several giant spiders. You see several drow. You see what's to be a priestess of some kind all the way to the west that is advancing towards a tied up and bound male drow. She is chanting something in Elven. Do you speak Elven?
I do not.
Okay, she's chanting something in Elven that you do not understand. However, seeing all these drow, seeing this kind of sacrifice, all this spider imagery, this is definitely something evil for Loth. As she's about to strike, the gaseous form of the elf that Cal released comes back, takes physical shape. There's immediately shouting everywhere. Hold! What is happening? The priestess turns around. We took your spell book. How? She drops to a knee. Please. I told you when you first captured me, all I want is to prove my worth to you. All I wanted to do was join the Drow, to join and serve the Queen Spider Mother. I know a way now I can prove and show my loyalty to you. There are 5 interlopers on the other side of that bronze door. They look to surprise you. I will join with you and help you kill them. The priestess, for a moment, nods her head, but then she looks past and she sees your gaseous form. Shadow, what would you like to do?
I'm going back through the door.
Okay, your gaseous form disappears to the other side.
And I immediately expel as much gas as I can, trying to say, guys, run. They're going to try and come out the door. There's a shit ton of them. They're going to kill us. And you can't hear me because I'm speaking.
Yes, would you like to transform back into solid?
That's a good question. Can I do that willingly, or does Cal have to?
Yeah,
Actually,
no, you
Cal
can't.
has to do that.
Is that how you want that to work? Then yeah.
Yes.
As soon as he comes back through and just starts agitating everywhere, I'm not dumb. I'll release it. Obviously, he wants to tell us something.
You take back your corporeal form.
Lots of spiders, lots of drow. They know we're here. She told us. She told on us.
Cal
Why did
shrugs.
she do that? They were trying to hurt her.
Cal shrugs. Sorry, Ever.
It's okay.
Doesn't know his core race, and he's like, can't ever trust an elf. I don't know why I keep trying.
Hey, I thought you trusted me.
By this point in time,
I think you're a
Shadow
bear who
has-
just chooses to look like an elf. Man.
Owl bear.
But by this point in time, Shadow has already booked it to about here, down the hallway.
Shadow ditched your asses.
Shadow said run.
This is a door, right?
Right here? Yes.
Can we tell if it opens inward or outward?
Can't tell.
Just make a kill box around it.
Try and stick one of those arrows in it.
I was actually gonna suggest if like if there was a way that we could try to like manipulate so if they open the door a huge tidal wave would come pouring out and hit them.
kind of a
If
door
there
is
was any way
it,
we could-
Patty? Because you just gave me another good idea.
It is a very large bronze door.
And it's set in the wall, you say?
Yes.
Then why don't you just lock him in there? Stone shape the wall around the door so it never opens.
I like this plan. I will do this.
I asked Shadow, was there another door out that you saw?
Shadow's not there to answer.
Yeah, I'm yelling down the hall.
I don't remember. I was too focused on the dozens of drow and the spiders, the very large spiders.
If there's
which
not,
still can crawl through.
if there's not, they'll starve.
Oh.
Oh.
Stone shape it, Nim. Fuck them.
Oh.
I have no problem with this.
Stone shape. I'll do it. Okay.
All right. So how are you shaping this?
So the spell components I'm supposed to have are a soft piece of clay. Are we going to assume that since it's underground, I can just kind of like, okay. So
You're, as long as it does not have a gold piece value, you are assumed to have all the components necessary for your spells.
Oh, perfection. Okay. So I'm going to have, and this is just for my own, but anyway, a piece of wood, and then I'm going to take the clay around it, make it look like the door really, really fast, and then just like fold it in on the fake door.
Okay. And as Nim does that, you actually see the stone react immediately, almost as if they were pinching and molding it themselves. And it seems the stone clamps on either side of the door, all the way around the door, making almost what looks to be like an airtight seal.
I follow
Oh.
Shadow.
Took care of that.
There you go.
I'm
I
just
did it.
waiting.
Either they'll starve or they'll eventually figure out how to get out. By then, it won't be our problem because we won't be here. I follow Shadow.
I hope the second one. I follow.
Was there nothing more to the south?
Shadow doesn't
Oh,
care.
I thought Shadow went south. I go south.
No, he ran north.
Shadow went north because he knew that north didn't have new enemies.
I don't follow Shadow then. I go south.
Izzy
Okay.
goes to go grab Shadow. Yes.
Vincent stands here.
Shadow, it's safe. Nim locked the door with another door made of stone.
While he's hiding, I will stealth to that door and wait.
Okay, give me a stealth check. As you can see down to the west, you see what looks to be jail cells.
Mm.
Yeah, and now that I get to here, I'm also going to stealth and go somewhere else. Oh, nice. Nice.
On that, Cal just accidentally steps on a bone of some sort. It cracks, and immediately you just hear the "Brrr, brrr," as some monstrous things seem to have taken notice. These what look to be humans, but if their bottom half of their heads just, had 3 times the fat and just kind of sagged of its own accord, the skin stretched out abnormally, bald, but with black hair kind of on the sides around very longer, muscular arms, all of them holding kind of these makeshift bone clubs.
As soon as I step on the bone and hear them make noise, I know you're probably going to stop it. It's a good cliffhanger. I lightning bolt them. Because they're all in a line, too. And lightning bolt's 100 feet long.
Are we about to fight lepers?
No.
No, I'm not hitting the prisoners. I'm hitting the guards, apparently.
Yes, you can go ahead and give me that lightning bolt if you want. It was dex saving throw for them.
Yeah.
That's a fail. That's a fail. And that's a fail. Okay.
That was the opposite of your last roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a
24
thing for that.
damage.
Not yet.
25.
I can re-roll once now.
Nice.
So 8, 7, 6, 30.
All right. That is enough to eliminate all of those creatures.
Hey.
31. But
Okay.
And if you'd like, you can now approach the jail cells.
I call for Shadow. Safe now.
Yeah. You and your weird definition of safe. I checked the entire setup of them for locks and traps.
Okay.
Do you want me to do one roll or a few?
Just as you're going to look at this first jail cell, does 17 hit you?
No, it does not.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes, it does.
And does a 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Take 8 piercing damage, and then 5 piercing damage, and give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
4 piercing damage, and then 5 piercing damage.
Oh.
And all of you are able to see the drow that are in the last 3 cells, while beat up and not looking too good. They all seem to have hand crossbows, and they fire them at Shadow.
13, 16, because I don't have my vote on there like Tyler does.
You are poisoned. And they just kind of, like, one of them even, like, coughs up some blood, and you can see that they have fresh whipping marks on them.
I just...
All be food for the Spider Queen.
I guess you get to kill some drow that are trapped in cells.
I just turn around and look at Cal with, like, you said it was darts or arrows?
They're crossbow bolts.
With the crossbow bolt in me, and I just look and say, define safe, and I shoot one of them.
You will all be food for the Spider Queen. Do you think your paltry attempts to keep our queen, our ruling mother, trapped in there will work? She is a mightier spellcaster than any of you.
And you fire a crossbow bolt, but that's what we'll pick up next week.
Okay.
Nice.
Can I keep the damage
And
at least?
And Shadow's sitting there. They're like, wah, because he doesn't speak drow. Dumbasses.
Yep.
You're right. They would have been speaking in Elvish. So you have no idea what they said, but the rest of you that do speak Elvish can pick up on the fact that they're calling you food for a spider, and you will all suffer.
Shadow would like to just be... Oh, shut up! Click.
Alrighty. And now the dungeon grows dark, and your vision fades as the magic is spent, and the scrying orb goes blank. We will have to wait until next week to see what happens to our adventurers. It has been a pleasure divining the story to you, listener. We hope you enjoyed what you saw and heard as much as we enjoyed performing it for you. Let's hear from our players now. Once again, your name, handle, character, and where people can find you outside of Local Tales.
I have been Dwayne tonight. You guys can find me at Made of Kimchi, and I was playing Densic. You can find me next. What's today? Friday, the Tuesday for SCARREDLANDS.
Hey everybody, I'm Ever, and you can find me all over the internet as Changeling Ever. And you can find me in every spectacularly scrumptious story that Vorpal Tales has to offer, except of course the video games. So there.
I'm Eldritch Echoes, and you can find me next on Tales of Terror and Damnation on Sunday at 9 p.m. See you there.
Hi, I'm Tiffany, also known as Pinky. Tonight I was playing Izzy, the Eldritch Knight Fighter, and you can find me next time on next Wednesday at Onyx Path with the Pugmire Yuletide Holiday Story playing Ham, and it's gonna be awesome. You guys should totally check it out.
And I have been inhabiting the human named Devin, and you can find me online at Sword of Solid, and the next time you will see me playing will be on Tuesday for the second part of our Kickstarter for Dead Man's Rust.
Perfect. Thank you. I have been Patty Shakes _, and it'll be another week before I can summon the ability within me to show you more of this dungeon. But in the meantime, I encourage you to watch Vorpal Tales' other shows, which include Sunday will be Tales of Terror and Damnation, as Tyler said. Monday will be the start of the Cyberpunk 2-shot.
Yep, and then long campaign after.
Yes.
2-shot has Dixie Cochran and Michelle
Yes.
Light as guest stars.
Yes, so some awesome guest stars on Monday. Tuesday will be the second part of the double tap for SCARREDLANDS Dead Man's Rust Kickstarter, which you should absolutely check out by Onyx Path Publishing. They are pretty close to meeting their goal, if not already met it already. And you should 100% check it out. It's got some awesome expansion for SCARREDLANDS with some new classes, some new races, some new magical items, some new spells, and it's a whole big giant sandbox adventure for your players to use. Wednesday will be How the Pirates Stole Utime Pugmire. Thursday will be Modifius Black Void, and Friday you'll come back and see me again. So be on the lookout for all that wonderful content from Vorpal Tales. Also, Sunday is Bacon and Zombies, right? Or is that
Yep.
Saturday?
10 a.m.
Sunday is
Sunday morning.
Bacon and Zombies. Bacon and Zombie with Space Lord pajamas, and if John is available, John will be doing that as well. Perfect. Now for the true fans, we shall vote. Our players will each nominate one other player, but new to Vorpal Tales, you, the audience, can vote for your favorite player as well. We shall tally the votes in chat after we sign off and award our players appropriately.
So many reasons for voting. I am going to give my vote to Cal for almost screwing us, but yet making it interesting with the gaseous form.
I do have it narrowed down to 2 people, I swear. So honorable mention for Shadow for using the jump feature of that ring just for role-playing purposes. That was hilarious. But I'm gonna have to give it to Denzik for saving my ass twice. Well, once and giving it an inspiration. I saw the confused kimchi face.
I was like, wait, I did something?
I award mine to Shadow for being my none of these peons matter buddy. I don't mean the party, I mean all these insignificant monsters.
Yeah, yeah. Tonight, I'm gonna give my vote over to Nim for being my sad-faced friend. Because sad spelled backwards is das, and that's not good. For the sadness. So yeah. I got my face palm for the night. Boom. Thank you.
And I'm gonna give my vote to Cal because he stole from the rogue.
I did. Twice. Also, all these people crying over troglodytes and quaggas. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I finished them off.
I have to agree. All those moments and more were quite amazing tonight. We hope you enjoyed our story, and we look forward to seeing you next week at the same place and time to continue the tale. Until next time, may we just guide your path. Stay safe, stay awesome, stay adventurous, and make good choices.